Hey sunshine. Well, it is the second video this Sunday night. I'm leaving the hospital right now, and lo and behold, I had not received any messages literally in 8 hours. I don't know who's honking. Let me get out of here first. Concentrate on one thing. All right, I'm out of here. So it is 9:30. I washed clothes, as you know. Is that funny? As you know. I had dinner at this Pakistani restaurant. Just visited the hospital, and my mom was there. She was the only one there. She had a cold this morning. It was a pretty bad cold. I was thinking to myself, oh my Lord, you shouldn't be in here with a cold. What am I going to say? So, in a nutshell, he's fully alert. He's talking, but his speech is slurred. I'm sure his throat is very sore from that thing being in there. And he's asking questions. He was asking about his eye drops. And he still had a fever about 101.2. So let there be no doubt, it's a miracle that this man has survived a brain surgery. He has survived having blood in his skull. He had an infection. He had sepsis, which I believe is gone now, unless I'm wrong. And what else? There was a whole bunch of other things. And it seems like it's all history now. So the big question is, what's next? I don't think he'll ever be able to walk again because he is so fragile. First of all, back in the day, he couldn't even, he was falling all the time. His legs were so weak. And now we're faced with a situation that he's fully cognizant. He does have a breathing tube. Okay, parking place. Paid, okay. And the ICU, my mom said, was super busy and they were helping other patients. So this is night number 9. And my mother's going to spend the night at her house because she has a bunch of things to do. She was watering her plants Tuesday when she popped in there and completely forgot to turn off the water. So today, Saturday, the water commission or San Antonio Water System sent her a message saying, is there a leak going on over there? Because your thing is pumping out way too much water. And sure enough, that was it. She left the thing on, so she's not even thinking straight. I don't blame her. So here we are, sunshine. Saturday, 9 days in. 4 days away from Christmas. What happens to my father? Does he go to a intensive 24/7 ICU type of place? Because the university is going to say, enough's enough. We can't have you here. We have other patients. We're happy you're back, but we need to move this along. And what happens if he has another flare-up connected to either sepsis or his blood cancer situation where he needs platelets? I mean, they can't be bringing in platelets every 2 days. I don't think that's the protocol. I mean, at some point they're going to say, okay, either you're going to pay for the platelets or I don't know how that works. I just don't know how it works. What an incredible ride this has been, from going to a point where we literally thought thought he was going to leave this world 4 days ago to here he is. He thanks me for going to the shop today. He hates going to the jewelry shop where my mom has her place. Completely loathes it. And he thanked me. He said, thank you for going out there and doing what you did. I'm completely wasted, tired. It's been 12 hours. And it was busy at the shop, like really busy at the shop. Sold $1,000, as I may have mentioned. And it was nonstop. I mean, I could only have lunch at 3, escaped. 2 clients were waiting for me. One was a regular, another one was a new client. And actually made a good insurance contact with this couple that are real estate investors, and they flip properties, and I can insure those properties for 6 months, etc. Look at this, I never yawn. I'm yawning now. And so I gave him my business card. So that was a good little networking contact that the shop hooked me up with, which was good. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm just so mentally tired with so many things going back and forth. So now you find yourself in a situation where you just say, what's next? You know, what is next, and what's the protocol for this? I mean, is he going to be a bed-bound invalid needing 24/7 care because these organs are not getting better? Yes, he survived these infections, blood in the brain from falls, which goes back to my original question, which is, what quality of life does one want to have in your final days of life? And in my opinion, that's a rough one right there. Oh my Lord, that's a rough one. So, I have really nothing else to say on that, Sunshine, but it's a good experience to go through, because you realize that people have to make these life and death decisions every single day pertaining to family members, but also yourself. And I'm repeating myself, but I ain't going out that way. No thank you. No thank you. I'm not going to be a burden to my daughters. If I've had some wonderful years here and it's obvious that I have no interest, I'm out. I'm completely out. I found this guy who has like this motorized sleigh. I'm gonna follow him. This guy literally has a motorized sleigh. I can't turn the camera around because I'm driving. It looks like he converted a like one of those 3-wheel things, and he's dressed up as Santa Claus, which I think is hilarious. I want to record him and film him. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Somebody's trying to pull him over also. They want to chat with him. Oh, there he is. I was turning the thing on. Okay, let me see if I can. You got to see this. Hilarious. Oh man, he just turned in. Perfect. I'm gonna catch him. This is like reality TV that you're watching. Just wait. You gotta see this guy. He's a hoot. Oh man. He's dressed up as the Grinch, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see what he does. That's a bad thing about being on Instagram. You're always looking for this type of crazy content. gotta see this.